Hello and welcome to Brandon's Magic Review. So today we are going to be looking at the Vaper by Agustin. Let's get into it. So let's have a look at Vaper. So just a little one, the trailer, okay? I know there's a lot of videos out there with false trailers and editing, which can frustrate some magicians, which I understand. But with this, okay, with Vaper, there was one part of the trailer which is incorrect. Okay, I'm going to play it now, and on not all the trailer, just the first part, and I'm going to tell you what I think of it. So just take a look at this. So how you saw that, okay, let's just rewind. He had a piece of paper. He folded the piece of paper up. The piece of paper then went onto the table. You saw a bit of text, and then he jumped back to it. He picked that back up, and he did the change. You cannot do that, okay? You cannot just get a blank piece of paper, like cut as a bill shape, fold it up, and do it. You cannot do that, okay? So that frustrated me because that's the only false part in the trailer. So he took a blank piece of paper, he folded it up into like an L shape, and then put it onto the table. You can see that there's a bit of text or a bit of writing on the screen, and it comes back and he picks it up and he goes whoosh, and it changes. You can't do that. I'm not gonna lie, that is false. You've got to stop doing that because I only bought it because that's how I thought you could do it, like a plonker. I was wrong. So bearing in mind the trailer, the first part of the trailer, not good at all, my friend. But other than that, okay, before we actually dive in and we actually talk about the effect, I'm going to show you a very quick performance and hopefully you enjoy it. It looked amazing, I'm not going to lie, it does look really, really good. So let me show you a very quick performance of it now. I'm going to show you what this looks like. So we have two pieces of paper, just wave, and it changes to two, hopefully you can see that, two £50 notes. And not, like they can take this, give that to the spectator, and obviously this one will have to go south, unfortunately, and that is the trick. Okay, so it's very visual, it looks very cool, but yeah, so let's actually talk about this now. Okay, so you've just seen the performance of the effect. It does look good, I'm not gonna lie, it does look pretty good. But let's actually talk about what you get and all the pros, all the cons. I've got them in my notebook here because my laptop's dead. So when you get this, okay, you can go on Penguin Magic. Every magic dealer probably got this effect right now. But I will leave a link down below where you can purchase it from. I think the price of this is around about £8.42. I could be wrong. I will leave it down on here on the screen so you can see exactly how much it is. And the tutorial, I'm looking at the tutorial. Don't laugh when I say this. The tutorial is only 9 minutes long. Do I think that's a long enough tutorial? Not really, but I can do it. Okay, within that 9 minutes, I knew exactly how to do it. So it teaches you how to make the gimmick in 5 minutes and 30 seconds. I broke it down. I know, what a nerd. But I think you need to know because it's your money when you purchase this. So it'll teach you how to make the gimmick. It takes about 5 minutes and 30 seconds. And I think when he teaches you, it's just with music and a few subtitles. It would have been easier if you were speaking because I don't really like listening to the music and subtitles. That is just me. Okay, you might like that. I prefer to listen to when they're speaking, but he wasn't that. Even though he can speak English because in the performance section he talks. So I was thinking, why can't he have just spoke when he was making the gimmick? But hey ho. So yeah, 5 minutes and 30 seconds to make the gimmick. When I made my gimmick, the first time I did it wrong. And I was following step by step. And then the second time I did it fine. I was using fake money. So I haven't spoiled my £50 notes, which is good because they're £50 notes. As well with the tutorial as well, with the performance, it is 3 minutes and 30 seconds long. That is just for performance. And what I mean by performance, there is no live performance. Well, you see him do it to his friend on the trailer, but when you buy this, you don't see any of that. You just see him making it, and then he just does it in front of the camera. So with this, I would have liked to seen a live performance to see what it would be like in the real world, because when I was playing with it, I was like, how would you look after it? Like, if you like put that gimmicks in your wallet, it can crease, it can rip. So I was wondering, it didn't go through like how to take care of the gimmick. But like I was saying, for the performance, it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Him just showing you how to do the move and a different variation. We have two pieces of paper like this. I don't want to expose anything. So he has two pieces like this. He takes the first piece and then he shows back and front, puts it down, and then he does the change. And then he goes into tips as well. The tip section is just basically just going through it again, showing you how to handle it a little bit easier, and that's it. So that is all for the tutorial. About the positives, what are the positives of this effect? If you buy this effect, what are the good things about it? So, like you've seen, it's very visual. Okay, you could for camera, for social media, it's perfect. Okay, and with this as well, you will be able to make this gimmick from home. Okay, when I first got this, I thought I'd have to go out, I'd have to buy this, buy that. I had everything. Okay, if you're a magician anyway, especially a magician, you'll be able to make this within 10 minutes, probably for your first time, probably less than that. I think it took me about 6-7 minutes. But you have everything at home to build it. There's no complicated magnets, there's no invisible thread, there's none of that. Okay, which is a good thing, I guess. And it's easy to build, it's easy to make. Like I can do it. If I can make a gimmick, anybody can make a gimmick. That's how I see it. But other than that, that was all the positives. Oh yeah, there was that as well. You can use any currency. So it doesn't matter which country you're from or what part of the world you're from. You can use your notes to perform this. Okay. So it doesn't matter what notes they are. I'm not going to lie, with the new notes, with obviously in England, I don't know if it will work because of plastic. I imagine they will, because like I said, I use the fake notes. But if you can obviously fold them notes, I haven't even really tried to fold a bank note, but if you can, you may be able to get away with it. But other than that, you can, any currency you can do. Okay, so let's talk about the negatives. I've got the negatives wrote down on here. So, angle issues. I was thinking about this. You can't perform this if people are here. So just bear with me. Let me pick the gimmick up so I can perform it again for you. So for example, hopefully I'm not exposing anything here. So if I'm about to perform it here and they've got people right in front of me, if people are here, they're going to see how it works. Okay. What you could do if you are quite, not I won't say afraid of doing this effect, having the money here in front of your chest, and then perform a change that way. Okay, that's probably the only way you could do that. But the angles, I was a bit. Would you do it in the real world? Probably not. I'm not gonna lie. But in a bar for 1-to-1, yeah, probably. Um, you will as well, after a while, you will have to remake the gimmick, okay? Because don't forget, it's only paper and it's folded as well. So obviously, when you are doing the change, after a while, it's going to end up tearing. So you will have to obviously remake the gimmick again. I've put that down as a major because if you're using like a real $20 note, I imagine they're paper, it could be, like I said, depending on what sort of arts and crafts material you're going to use. I don't want you to obviously lose or spoil your $20, if that makes sense. Not giving nothing away. And like I said as well already, there's no live performance. I would have seen a live performance, him performing this in the real world. You don't get any of that. It's just him in front of a camera doing the trick, and that's it, and him teaching it. And as well, they didn't talk about like how to take care of the gimmick, which is self-explanatory. It's up to you how you want to keep care of the gimmick, but if you want to perform this, you can't have it folded in a certain way, like obviously you do the trick with. So it doesn't go over how to take care of it, which would be a lot easier if you did it. You know what I'm saying? If you put it in the wallet after a while, it may rip and tear. So it doesn't go over how to take care of the fold. I have double checked. The price is £8 at 49 for the download. Is it worth it? I'm saying I'm guess so. It does look cool, but if you compare this to something like Extreme Burn, then keep Extreme Burn and don't bother purchasing this, because Extreme Burn is visual, it can be examined, and it looks better. This is like a one-trick pony, done, and that is it. With that, obviously, you can show back and fade. Extreme Burn goes all over this. I know Extreme Burn's an old trick now, but I'm not saying this is a bad trick. I'm not saying that because it looks good. And yes, I'm going to use it on social media, do it on my channel, and do it on Instagram. I may try it in the pub on a one-to-one. I won't do it if there are a few people there, because I'll probably be a bit scared, and they'll see how it works. And you'll probably want to examine both, which you can't, unfortunately. But other than that, everything being said, I'm going to give this 45% out of 100. I am going to use it, and I know most reviews say, oh, it has to be over 90% if you're going to use it. I'm not going to probably use it, but I may use it on social media because it looks good for that like 3-second visualness. But that is it. I'm giving it a 45%. I don't think it's terrible. I do think it's okay. And if you like what you see, the visual change with two bills, go and buy it. Okay, so that's the end of the review. I hope you enjoyed it. If it's for you, like I said, click on the link down below and buy it. You may really like it. I will probably stick with Extreme Burn because, in my opinion, I think it's better. Anyway, on that note, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.